Hello guys, welcome to another video. On this video I'll show you the procedure for removal or replacement of the inner tie rod of this steering rack of this Alfa 159-939 models. I will also show you how to look for the play or the problem on the inner tie rod. As you can see clearly, the play is on this area over here of the boot. Okay, what normally happens is, I have here the new inner tie rod. That ball joint over there creates some play over there. You can also have a problem here on this vulcanized area. This is for shock absorption. So you will need a 30 millimeter wrench over here to take out this big nut. You will need a 38, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 38 millimeter over here on this area, or you can use a big wrench like I'm doing here to take it out. To reach it, you will need to take out here this clamp over here, and down there another one just like this one. Be careful not to damage them because you can reuse them, no problem at all. And the symptom of this is not just the noise. You can hardly hear any noise on this situation, on this car specifically. The customer states when doing left turns, it noticed that the car has a wheel of its own, because as you can imagine, you are doing force on the right side of the vehicle, and it does not correspond to your command on the steering wheel. So it is a little bit sketchy to be driving the car like this, okay? Now over here you have your auto tie rod. As you can see, it goes out very easily, but if not, in your case, you can hold it down with a 19 millimeter wrench over here and spin it around while you hold on this part over here, on the inner one. While you are turning, count the number of turns, and I usually write over here to remember me the number of turns. It is a bit important to have that because you want to have a minimal alignment possible to go to the road and do the proper alignment, okay? So it is not too far off. 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. 23 turns. So I write over here 23. While you have this on your hand, make sure that the ball joint is good and the rubber too, the boot over here. Take out the contour nut. Now take out here the clip, the clamp, without destroying it. That one on the back too. So this video will do for most makes and models. So you can use these principles on your car. Now I want to take out the boot and pull it. That's not yet. If it ruptures now, it was about to fail, so it is a good stress test to do. Like this, okay. And I'll talk about that corrosion over there in a minute. The same over here on this side. Maybe take the clip off. We will reuse this wood, so be careful not to damage it. Be careful with your fingers and fingernails. Okay, so here we have it. So this is very common to happen. Even without taking out the boot, I knew that this was the problem, because it is really very common to happen. And also to happen is this corrosion. I really do not know where does it enter, but it does enter through somewhere and I have a little bit of moisture over here. So what I usually do from time to time is to take out the boot like I did on that side, clean everything out and apply a generous amount of synthetic grease only, because you have nylon and plastics and O-rings over there, and you should not use any petrol-based or oil-based grease, so not to damage anything, okay? So I'll do both things on this car over here. Obviously, we'll remove here this inner tie rod, and I will clean out that shaft over there very well and lubricate it very well too, to stop this corrosion from continuing. Now, if you are doing this without your battery connected, before you disconnect the battery, you want to make sure that the steering column is unlocked. And how can you do that? You want to put the key in and take it out under 1 second. On that screen over there, a message will appear that says that the steering will not be locked. As I am to remove here this gearbox for another video, I can now take out here the battery and start to disassemble everything and not worry about the steering locking up, okay? But for this case, I will do this so I can turn the steering in order to my inner tie rod to be out in that direction, so I have more space to deal with that. Make sure not to be too harsh here on this surface with your sandpaper. This is an old one, because this surface will rub against the O-ring and the seal, and you do not want this to be extra scratchy. So take out just what you need to take out. If necessary, leave some in order not to be too aggressive here on the shaft. Another reason why I pulled the rack all the way here is for me to be able to clean all this out and to reach all of the shaft. A little bit there on the inside. Okay, that's usually enough, okay? Just want to do this time at a time. I say about every 5 years, maybe. To do this, you do not need to, well, to do the maintenance, you do not need to take out, to mess up with the alignment, so you can do this with no worries about that. The steering rack now is on the center position. Make sure back here it goes in there. Okay. Now I will remove the subframe because of the gearbox, and I can do this clamp more easily without the subframe, of course. But imagine I'm not. So I bought a tool that is not for this. A pair of pliers for the masonry and the whatnot. And you can do this with this pair of pliers over here. And I will try to, okay? Or you can do it with a pair of cutting pliers, like I showed you also on my channel. And I will do it like this, actually, okay? And over here on the front side, the same thing. Not much tightening is necessary. You just want to do it enough. Sometimes the worst thing is to reach it with both hands to make it work. I'm sorry if I block your view. Okay, try to twist it. It's all good. It will twist just a little bit, but I think it's good like this. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Now over here, clip it in place. And here we have much more space to work, so very nice. There's 23. And here you have it, guys. Next we want to go to the alignment, and I like to do the alignment at 0, so no toe in or toe out, just neutral on the front of these cars. On the rear, I like to put the factory specifications, okay? It is the best for these cars, at least here in Portugal, with our roads and our driving style, okay? Down on the description you have a lot of videos related to, well, to this one. To steering components, I do not have a lot yet. I have for suspension components a lot of videos for suspension, if I can call this suspension elements, okay? And I do have videos. I will have the video for the gearbox of this car. I also have a video for the gearbox of an Alfa 147, which is the same for the Alfa GT and 156. I also have videos for brakes over here, and videos for electrical issues and solutions. Really a lot of stuff that can and will be useful for you. Also, down on the description you have links for helps for the channel if you are able to do so. I see you next time, guys. Bye.